Good afternoon YouTube, and today we have a very special feature on my channel. This is a Pulsar 200. I don't know if you guys are gonna believe it, but yes, this is the old Pulsar 200. This specific one, it's a 2008 model, and if you all veteran bikers know, that was quite a legendary motorcycle in its own way, but Bajaj had to discontinue it because of many problems. One being it was quite powerful, and between the 180 and 220, then it wasn't quite needed. That bike was outperforming the 220 on many occasions, but that is a different story. Let's come up to this one. Now this one is fabricated and designed and modified by a few of my friends. They called Hyderabad Custom Motorcycles. Murtuza is the name of the guy who is the mastermind behind all these, and this specific bike was being done up for a customer in Manipur. So without further ado, first let's talk about what all has been changed in the motorcycle, because to an untrained eye it is very difficult to tell what the donor bike was. So let's start off with the front. The front headlamps are basically fog lamps, aftermarket fog lamps from a Jeep, and the handlebar has been changed. These are clip-ons, the low set clip-ons to give it a more cafe racer kind of stance. The front rim has been changed too. It's a 17-inch rim from the old Pulsar line of motorcycles, and the braking setup is stock. The front disc and the caliper setup is from the old 200 itself. Even the shock absorbers are from the stock 200. Now the bike is still a work in progress, so we don't know if these shocks are going to make it to the final bike. Maybe they're going to change it later on. Going on to the engine has been maintained completely stock, apart from it's been given a little bit of a paint job, I'd say. And we have this nice HCM logo over here, Hyderabad Custom Motorcycles. That's their Facebook page. The exhaust too has been fabricated in-house. It's an aftermarket exhaust, and they've powder coated it. Looks very nice, kind of like the Ixil Ironhead series for the Harley Davidsons. The rear rim, it's from the Avenger, the old Avenger, and the shock absorbers are stock from the Pulsar 200, but the chassis assembly has been modified a little bit. Like it was supposed to be longer and higher, so they've cut it and brought it down a little bit to give it more of cafe racer kind of stance. Coming up to the tires. Now the tires are the most chunkiest part of the motorcycle. The rear, it's 170 by 80 15. This tire has been imported from China. The front one, it's an MRF Ralco. Now this is also a 120 80 17. So the tires are the things which are giving the bike its chunky appearance. You have this excellent paint job. The tank has been changed. The stock tank, fenders, everything has been scrapped. They've painted it in this nice orangish kind of shade, which looks very catchy. Now the footrests have been cut short, otherwise this extends all the way back to provide pillion footrests, but they've cut it, made it into the footrests are just for the front passenger, and this has been taken from a Bullet and a little bit redesigned to fit on the shock absorbers of this motorcycle. Now, as you all know, the 200 gets alloy wheels, but they've changed it to these bespoke ones. So for that, they had to borrow the wheel hubs of the old Pulsar line of motorcycles. The swing arm here is fairly stock. They've just widened it a bit, did a little bit of welding work and all to make it look more chunky. This is also an aftermarket part, though it doesn't really serve the purpose of blocking the dirt, but it does look a bit different. Coming up to the rear of the motorcycle, you have this custom LED strip here, and this also we're not sure if it's gonna make it to the final product. Coming up to this side of the motorcycle, there's not much, but yes, there is a catch here. The Bajaj DTSI on the engine is still there. So looking at this, maybe some people can guess that it is a Pulsar, even though they can't guess what exactly it is. Even the bar end mounted mirrors look excellent. The front fender has been modified. It's a different one, not from the stock motorcycle. So I guess that's that for the walk around of the bike. And yep, not to mention the side stand, it's not from the Pulsar, it's from the Avenger. And I'd say the ground clearance and everything on this is fairly good. So I guess it's time to go ahead, take a little spin on the motorcycle. I was too lazy to go inside, get my helmet and all that out. So I've ridden the motorcycle for a little while, and I'd say it's not a perfect motorcycle, but then again these custom motorcycles are not meant to be perfect. They are works of art, and then again these bikes are customized according to the needs of customers. So the specific one is going to Manipur. So I'd say the shock absorbers need a little bit of a work. That's about it. And all you guys do check out HCM, Hyderabad Custom Motorcycles. I've put a link to their Facebook page and everything down there in the description below. You can contact them if you need a custom motorcycle, or just check their collection out anytime. So I guess that's about it. Bye bye.
Listen.